everything to you. You say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving. But if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear. But then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. You know I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, because I never want to see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Beware. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you like a child, girl. Baby, I love you, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. And it's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you like a child, girl.
didn't change my name. Alright. Oh, now it's cats. What up, everybody? I just noticed that. I was like, oh shit, it says your name from the movie show. Good, totally terrific, twisty, tacky, tippy, taco, taco, toots, Tuesday morning, everybody. Good morning, Cornbread.
Good morning, Beanz.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day. 2 cornbreads this morning? No, that's too much. Just kidding, though.
He's full of it. He is not kidding. He's full of it this morning.
Well, I got nice Jersey energy this morning.
Must fucking be.
Yes. Hopefully y'all can hear me and we're not robots. Cheers, everybody. Nope, that's super plugged.
Just not your warning.
It is not. Look, I'm using this one then. Maybe. Oh, wait. I didn't charge this one last night. There we go. Good morning, Brother Boxman. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Token Tunes Tuesday morning, bro.
Good morning, Ma. Hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Kay. I hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Let us know when you can leave. Let's go.
Good morning, Ash and Kate. I hope you two are off to a good morning.
Good morning, Brother Scott. How are you? I hope you are having a dope Tuesday morning.
Good morning, CJ. Hope you're off to a good morning.
I hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day.
Scott, you are here super early. What the hell?
Super early.
Roll me off.
That's like, what's something that only the real Scott would know? Good morning, Man Bear.
Good morning, Man Bear. My brother from another mother. What's that?
If you have not got your Getting Stoned order in, please do. We got Boxman with Getting, Ma with Stoned, Kay with Again, Ash with Scott with My, CJ with Only, and Man Bear with Friends. Are you ready to wake and bake?
Yes.
Alright, let's go with this one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much the things you say to me, it's not the things you do, it's how I feel each time you're close to me that keeps me close to you. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's not so much a pretty face I see, it's not the clothes you wear, it's more that special way you look at me that always keeps me there. Whoa, whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. It's hard to tell you all the love I'm feeling, that's just not my style. You got a way to set my senses reeling every time you smile. Whoa, you are the woman that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Of my
Oh, let's freaking go. Hopefully not a robot. Beep, bop, boop. If you have not got your getting started in, please do. We are 2 minutes out from 420. We'll smoke for 420. Oh. And, we'll see what Vicki Bowers knows this morning. We got our timeline this morning, 1966. And our morning speaker. It's going to be a dope day. Some Stoner Roulette this afternoon, where Brittany is our trophy holder. And then new month, new playlist, Toka Tunes. Let's fucking go. What do you got planned for your day, Cornbread?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Sean.
Good morning, McCoy.
I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Start.
Let's go. I'm just messing with you, brother. I love you. Love you. Love you, brother. Hopefully the sound is somewhat better because I'm using my laptop cam. So
Yeah, I don't know. This StreamYard shit's been super weird lately. Yes. Hey, good morning, Britt.
good morning, Brittany and Jennifer.
Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Don't worry, Jennifer, I won't forget you.
I don't anymore. Man Bear, do you want to drop the word friends?
Please.
Please, we'll get it saved for 420. What has everybody got going on for their day? We are 1 minute out. Make sure that you are packing up and rolling up and grinding up and yeah. Waking up on this Tuesday morning.
Okay, Kay. Okay, Kay.
It's okay. Happy 420, everybody.
Cheers, cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
fucking go. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Good morning, Double Dice Brad.
Good morning, Double Dice Brad.
Good morning, Vicki, our current Token Tunes champ.
Good morning, Vicki.
Hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day. What does everybody know this morning? It was fucking chilly out this morning when I took Jersey out. It is 61. Damn. High of 70 with smoke in the air because it's Token Tunes Tuesday and Stoner Roulette Day.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they say. It says smoke. Smoke, 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 smoke. I don't know. What is everybody smoking on this morning? We are still smoking on some of the Green Goblin flower and miscellaneous dabs and reclaim and vapages. We do have some Vicki B coming up this morning. I'm very excited for our song of the day today, everybody. But we can play a tune and dive on in.
Let's go.
Let's go with this one. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Sun creeps in, got no plans to chase. Coffee hot and the world moves at its pace. Grinding slow while the breeze rolls by. Packing on my pipe as the seagulls fly. The smoke curls in a sleepy swirl. Feeling more like me, not missing the world. Start real easy, a breath real deep. Let the day unfold and no words to speak. Packing up my pipe just to greet the day. With nothing on my mind, nothing in the way. Smoke in the sunlight, toes in the sand. Peace in my chest and a lighter in my hand. No place to be, no race to run. Just me in this bowl and the morning sun. Packing up my pipe like I always do. Feeling alright, smoking with you. Tastes just right when you hit the bowl. The cove is quiet, let the coffee steam roll. Bare feet pressing that soft warm ground. Just puffing and listening to morning sounds. Birds above and the waves below. I'm feeling that rhythm and letting it go. This pipe's been with me through thick and thin, so I light it again. Let the peace creep in. Packing up my pipe just to greet the day. With nothing on my mind, nothing in the way. Smoke in the sunlight, toes in the sand. Peace in my chest and a lighter in my hand. No place to be, no race to run. Just me in this bowl and the morning sun. Packing up my pipe like I always do. Feeling alright, smoking with you. By the time the coffee's gone, I'm floating light. High on the moment, easy and bright. If the world keeps spinning, I'll take my time. Packing up my pipe in the morning shine.
Let's fucking go. All right, Vicky B. What do you got for us on this Dope Ass Tuesday? Here we go.
Welcome back. Today we have a botanical family name, some champagne, a beloved historic publication, some space news, a song and a quote. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for August 4th. August 4th is the 216th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 217th in leap years, with 149 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is cucurbit. Cucurbit is a noun, and it's a botanical word that refers to members of the gourd family, one of the world's most useful and recognizable plant families. You might also see it used as the name of a particular type of glass vessel due to its being shaped like a gourd or cucurbit. Back to botany, though, a cucurbit is any plant belonging to the Cucurbitaceae family, or the fruit produced by one of those plants. We're talking about cucumbers, pumpkins, squash, zucchini, gourds, and melons like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, and such as that. And remember that even though we often think of cucumbers and squash as vegetables, botanically, if it develops from a flower and contains seeds, it's a fruit, even if we think of it as and use it as a vegetable. Let's have some example sentences. The pumpkin is one of the most recognizable cucurbits in North America, or farmers rotate their cucurbit crops to reduce disease, or the garden featured tomatoes, beans, and several varieties of cucurbits. The Cucurbitaceae family contains nearly 1,000 species across 95 genera. Cucurbits are native to many parts of the world and have been cultivated for thousands of years. Pumpkins, squash, and gourds were among the earliest domesticated crops in the Americas. Cucurbit flowers are often large and showy, relying heavily on bees and other insects for pollination. Some ornamental gourds are grown purely for decoration, while others are dried and used to make bowls, birdhouses, musical instruments, and containers. From giant pumpkins to tiny pickling cucumbers, these plants have nourished civilizations for millennia and continue to fill gardens and dinner tables around the world. The word cucurbit comes to us from a Latin word that meant gourd. First known use of the word cucurbit in English was around the 1760s, mostly in botanical and scientific writing. Cucurbit. Today's word cucurbit was requested by YouTube viewer @TRamsire. Thanks, Teresa. And if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll get it on the list. And with that, August 4th, 1693 is the date traditionally ascribed to Dom Perignon's invention of champagne. Like Henry Ford and Elon Musk, though, he didn't actually invent the thing he's famous for, but discovered and implemented ways to make that thing better and more efficiently. Here's the scoop. Dom Perignon was a French Benedictine monk who lived in the 16 and 1700s. Back then, winemakers had a problem with a phenomenon called re-fermentation. What would happen with re-fermentation was that they'd get the wine ready and all bottled up, stored away in the wine cellar, and as the weather would cool off in the fall of the year, fermentation would stop before all the fermentable sugars had been converted to alcohol. As the weather then would warm the following spring, yeast that had been dormant all winter would wake up and begin generating carbon dioxide. This phenomenon, by the way, the yeast making carbon dioxide, is how many bread makers get the bread to rise. The exception would be with sourdough bread. If you're talking about dough in a bowl, the way it puffs up and gives you a nice loaf of bread, it's yeast that makes that rise. If, however, the yeast is locked up in a bottle, it has nowhere to grow. The least terrible thing that could happen is that it would build up enough pressure to pop the cork out of the bottle, making a big mess. And the worst thing that could happen is that the bottle would explode. The concussion of one exploding bottle would disturb the bottles near it, and then they would explode, leading to a heartbreaking cascade of exploding bottles, losing your entire year of production. That's bad enough, but all that exploding glass is hazardous to workers in the area, expensive and dangerous, bad all the way around. Dom Perignon noticed that certain varieties of grapes, along with certain conditions, actions, and situations in the process of growing, harvesting, and processing the grapes, made re-fermentation more likely. Recognizing these factors, he established certain guidelines that were later codified into a set of winemaking rules and later published posthumously. Dom Perignon is sometimes thought to have invented champagne, but that isn't entirely accurate. What he did do was to figure out how to avoid some pretty serious problems in the winemaking process and innovated the techniques used to perfect sparkling wine. Sparkling wine, by the way, that is made of a blend of grapes from the Champagne region of France is called champagne. All that said, August 4th, 1693 is the date traditionally ascribed to Dom Perignon's invention of champagne, even though, well, you get the drift. The Saturday Evening Post was published for the first time on August 4th, 1821, as a weekly newspaper. On August 4th, 2007, NASA launched its Phoenix spacecraft. Phoenix was an uncrewed space probe that landed on the surface of Mars the following spring. It remained operational on Mars for almost 6 months, gathering information about Mars. Phoenix wasn't the first run to Mars, though. There were 5 successful landings on Mars previously to Phoenix. One of the main goals of the Phoenix mission was to study the geological history of water on Mars. Not that kind, though. Today's song is Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. This song was written by Mariah Carey and Ben Margulies, and they've written several other songs together as well. This one was the lead single from her first album. In this song, you can hear her touch upon notes in what is called the whistle register. In fact, if you listen to it, it does sound like a whistle. If you've ever heard any of the 1990s Mariah Carey works, you'll recognize what I'm talking about. She also makes generous use of a technique called melisma, which is the singing of a single syllable of text while moving between several different notes in succession. Melisma may be referred to as vocal run, as compared to a syllabic technique wherein each syllable of a text gets a single note. Her use of melisma reminds me of some of those beautiful gospel choirs you can hear. That said, Vision of Love has been referred to as the Magna Carta of melisma, and it has served as an inspiration to subsequent artists and American Idol contestants. The song was nominated for a Grammy in 1991. Vision of Love hit that golden #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 on August 4th, 1990, and stayed there for 4 weeks. Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. Link in the description. How about? For today's quote, we have one from astronaut Neil Armstrong, who said, "Mystery creates wonder, and wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand." Neil Armstrong. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. August 4th is the 21st. No, it's not.
Much love, Vicki B. Thank you so much for this day in history every day. We super duper appreciate you. Please make sure that you are following Vicki on all of the platforms that she streams to. Check out to buy her a coffee because she does like coffee. And hope you're off to a dope Tuesday, Vicki B. frickin' talk about song of the day. Let's go. Good morning, Ellen.
Good morning, Ellen.
Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. All right. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I don't think this one will get us cut, but I don't know.
Treated me kind, sweet destiny, carried me through desperation to the one that was waiting for me. It took so long, still I believed somehow the one that I needed would find me eventually. Vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. Right through the nights, felt so alone, suffered from alienation, carried the weight on my own, had to be strong. In finding a place I can see, I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given me. I realized the dream, and that vision was that heaven has sent down to me. You treated me kind, sweet destiny. You did, and I'll be eternally grateful, holding you so close to me. Right through the nights, so faithfully. To me, I had a vision of love, and it was all that you turned out to be.
Let's go. I mean, I'm not a giant Mariah Carey fan, but dang, she's got some bops. She's a ridiculous voice. So what does everybody know this morning? How's everybody's morning been off to? Let's go, coffee and a doobie.
Let's go. About time, Brittany.
Slacking. Well, she might not feel well this morning, so I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I hope you all
But you
feel
might-
really good.
I hope so too. And then you are slacking if you feel. Yeah, it's a big ass. Well, I think it's 2 barges. 2 barges. What up, Kinley?
Good morning, Kinley.
What else we got for tunes this morning? Let's go. Oh, I already played that one. Let's go with this one. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
sink. You know what I mean? I know you heard that the woman soon take advantage of you. Let me tell you, my friend, that just ain't no substitute. So you oughta treat her like a lady. The best you can do, you gotta treat her like a lady. She'll give it to you, Lord, who can sing. You know what I mean? Oh, you got to love her, tease her, but most of all, you got to please her. You got to hold her and want her and make her feel you always need her. You know a woman is sentimental and so easy to upset her. So make her feel that she's real, yeah, and she'll give you happiness. Whoa, strange as it seems, you know you can't treat a woman mean. So my friend, there you have it. I said it's the easy, simple way. If you fail to do this, don't blame her if she looks my way. Cause I'm gonna treat her like a lady, so affectionately. I'm gonna treat her like a lady. Give in to me, Lord, you can see. You know what I mean? Oh, you gotta treat her like a lady. Treat her like the best you can do. You gotta treat her like a lady.
Right, it's not a puppy till Britt gets there.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better though. Yeah, Patti LaBelle, shit. She's got a ridiculous voice too. Are we still doing med time on the hour, K? I know that it won't change, I don't think, showtime, but I do know that Kinley's med time is slowly adjusting. Largest Box and Bowls, let's go DJ Ash. It's crazy that it's like the summer is already starting to wind down.
Right?
It's getting cooler out. Well, trying to get cooler out.
Trying.
Alright, I think you can. I don't know, what do you know this morning, Cornbread?
Oh, I know that Deb just got me.
Yeah. What is it again? White diesel?
Yes.
I should write that on there somewhere.
Oh my God. Now he's throwing my dabs everywhere.
It's okay. They're okay. Yeah, it's been a pretty good morning. I don't know. Nothing too wild going on today. I got a few show things to work on. And Stoner Roulette this afternoon. And much love, Ellen. We appreciate you. You guys have helped me more than y'all know it. Some of the super OGs have been through the shit and seen it, but I know there's a lot of people haven't seen that. I'm super duper grateful for you guys.
He can't talk.
I fucking can't. Nope. Or type. I don't remember. Let's play some more tunes. Let's go with this one. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
By mistake, I heard some
just to catch my breath. And then I saw how big a fool I was to love you so. And when I turned my back, I had nowhere to go. Remember when I told you not long ago, if you wanted somebody new to let me know, one day you'll know just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It seems like only yesterday we chased our rainbow. Now our pot of gold has turned to worthless, useless, and it seems it was just a dream. And I just woke up. I don't have anything. Now you seem to act so strange. I told you so. Only got yourself to blame. Wanna let you know, one day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. 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 Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a
Yes, Ellen, that is such a great song. It is the Stylistics. Payback is a Dog. And there is the link for it if you would like to save it to a playlist or some shit. It's a great song though. Right, for real, Britt. Be careful, y'alls. Be careful. We are 6 minutes out from med time. We'll keep the tunes rolling with some Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose. Cheers, cheers.
My mama told me, she said, son, please beware. There's this thing called love, and it's everywhere. And she told me, it can break your heart and put you in misery. Since I met this little woman, I feel it's happened to me, and I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late phoning her at least 10 times a day. You know, it's so unusual for me to carry on this way. I tell you, I can't sleep at night, wanting to hold her tight. I've tried so hard to convince myself that this feeling just can't be right. And I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back, baby. I believe it's too late, baby. I wouldn't mind it if I knew she really loved me too. But I'd hate to think that I'm in love alone and nothing that I can do. Oh, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late, baby. I tell ya, I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Oh, baby, I tell ya, I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around. Down the same old strip, I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me, you're getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, I get around, get around, I get around, get around, I get around, I get around. We always take my car 'cause it's never been beat, and we've never missed yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady 'cause it wouldn't be right to leave your best girl home on a Saturday night. I get around, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, 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 get around, round, round, I get around. I love the colorful clothes you wear and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. I hear the sound of a gentle wind on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitation. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitation. Good vibrations. She's giving me the excitation. Good vibrations. She's my eyes. She's so you smile, I know she must be kind. In her eyes, she goes with me to a blossom room. I'm picking up good vibration. She's giving me the excitation. I'm picking up good vibration. She's giving me the excitation. Good vibration. She's giving me the excitation. Good vibration. She's giving me the excitation. I don't know where, but she sends me there. Gotta keep those love good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those love good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those love good It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken anytime to show you what Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why. I really want to know. It's the time of the season for love.
Let's go med time. Let's go. If you have morning meds to take, now is a good time to do so. Morgan took her early morning meds, and I am drinking and smoking on my meds.
I already took mine. Because Beanz is like, bedtime. Med time.
Med time.
I was like, okay. This beautiful
Oh, shit.
little girl is so lovable and cuddly this morning.
Hey. Hey.
Super lovable.
Good morning, girl.
I got so many kisses from her.
Hi, Morgan May.
Baby. Hi. I got good morning kisses from Morgan. Yep, there she is. You know, you
Okay, bear.
gotta drop it, and if you want me to throw it,
Hey.
you gotta drop it. So I don't want to drop it. Get him, Jersey. Get him. Get him.
Ow, don't bite me.
Not hard. Get him.
Hey.
Right, Ma?
Oh, thank you, Ma.
She's
Yeah. Stop.
like, well, I want to see what my sister's doing.
What are you doing, Morgan?
Ready? Get it. Ah, you got it. Good girl. It's a good girl. Look at Morgan. Like, I'm gonna
Okay,
play
bye.
her. She's like, hey, what up?
Oh, man. We do have our morning speaker coming up yet. We do have our timeline segment coming up yet. What? I think your boss is tripping balls. Sounds like it.
Right, you do too much. You do too much.
Yeah. Yeah. That part. I'll start looking for our morning speaker. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Show me the light. Tell me a story.
Oh, let's freaking go. That's such a great song. Yeah, Britt, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't be too thrilled if I was you. All right. Our morning speaker this morning is going to be Katie Morton. Hope everybody's having a dope ass totally terrific twisted titty chat at Taco Token Tunes Timeline Tuesday morning. Here we go.
Today we're going to talk about why rest can feel so uncomfortable, where those feelings come from, and what you can do to finally let yourself recharge without feeling guilty. For most of us, rest didn't start out as the enemy. Something in our life taught us that stopping or doing something just for ourselves was either risky or simply not something people do. Maybe we grew up managing our parents' emotions, and the second we relaxed, something in the house would shift. Or maybe our worth got tied to our grades, achievements, or being the easy one. And anytime we weren't succeeding, we felt invisible or afraid that we would lose our parents' approval. Maybe our nervous system learned through chaos or unpredictability that staying alert was just safer. And for many of us, it could have just been what we saw: a parent who never sat down, a household where everyone was always busy and busyness was treated as a virtue. Nobody told you that rest was wrong. You just never saw anyone do it. So without realizing it, you started to believe that rest just wasn't something that was done, or at least not by people like us. In any of those cases, rest stopped being neutral. It became either the moment right before something went wrong or evidence that you weren't pulling your weight. And slowly but surely, we start to believe that rest isn't good and that we should feel bad for even doing it. Even though we don't live in that same house, we aren't that age anymore, and we get to make decisions for ourselves, we still don't feel okay resting. There's also a physical piece to this that most people never hear about, and it's not what you'd expect. So hang with me, we're going to get to it. If stopping ever felt wrong or dangerous, staying busy became the solution, right? Productivity isn't just a habit for a lot of us. It can feel like it's part of who we are. Like it supports our sense of being a good person, a competent person, someone who deserves to take up space. Like we earned it with our labor, you know? Like I feel better when I've done more than my fair share of stuff in the house. That makes me feel like I'm a good wife and partner, as well as a great dog mom. And once I've completed all those tasks, then and only then can I sit down and watch TV. And I'm going to be honest, it's fucking exhausting. Another example would be to picture two people finishing the same project at work, okay? One closes their laptop, feels satisfied. The other closes their laptop and immediately starts a new task because satisfaction was never really the goal for them. Output was. For that second person, accomplishment doesn't feel like enough on its own. It only counts as evidence against an underlying fear that without the achievement, they aren't worthy of love. And I'm going to be honest, that's an exhausting place to build an identity because it requires constant proof. It's like there's no finish line where you've finally done enough to rest because the resting was never really the threat. The stopping was. I experienced this after writing each of my books because you guys know I love them. They're labors of love, but writing them takes so much out of me. And it's such a huge achievement. Like logically, I know that. However, when I send in my final draft, right, I shoot that email out and I'm officially finished with it, I immediately just move on to something else. I'm like, gotta work on that video, time to do the podcast. It's like I can't just sit and enjoy what I did or acknowledge the accomplishment. I just have to keep going. And I've been giving this a lot of thought, probably because my last book just came out in December. And I think part of it is because all the women in my family, like every one of them, kept themselves very busy. Like I can honestly tell you that I never saw my mom, my grandma, or even any of my aunts sit down during the holidays, except for when we were eating. And even then, they would pop back up quickly if someone needed something. And I also think, because I've been journaling about this, I also think it's because I've always had a hard time accepting compliments. And so to stop and actually say, hey, I did this cool thing, like it feels uncomfortable, like I'm bragging or I'm like full of myself. So it's easier for me just to move on like nothing happened. And I don't know if that resonates with anyone else, but I just feel like all of that's connected to this for some reason. I've also seen this feeling tied to hypervigilance because a lot of you have told me that even during downtime, part of you is like scanning for what's coming next. Like a notification might pop up or someone might need something. It's like we always feel like a to-do list or an important task could just crop up and we want to be ready for it. Hypervigilance is exhausting because it means rest never gets to be fully restful. It's like your body could technically be sitting still, but your nervous system is standing guard, you know? Think of someone trying to fall asleep with one ear listening for a baby monitor that might go off any second. That's what hypervigilance is like. It's like you put your phone on the couch next to you, face up, just in case, so you can see if it lights up if somebody needs something. Or you keep the TV just a little quieter than you'd actually like so you can hear if someone in the house needs something from you. You tell yourself you're relaxing, but part of you never actually stopped monitoring everything. And that constant on edge feeling wears you and your nervous system out, even when you can't feel it happening in the moment. I actually just saw this TikTok that like encapsulates this perfectly. It was this girl and she was moving around different parts of this resort I think she was staying at. And she was like, I am definitely relaxing now. And she closed her eyes and she's like, I'm doing the best relaxing. I think I'm going to read a book because people who relax read books. And like she goes on and on. It's very relatable to me because she's like, I'm relaxing to the fullest extent. Okay, I've done all these things. I'm relaxing. And it's just kind of part of this that like you maybe don't even realize it, but we can't like shut down. We can't relax. We have to be hyper vigilant all the time. And for those of us who grew up needing to anticipate someone else's needs, maybe their moods or their crises, this scanning, this like hypervigilance could have become automatic a long time ago. Back when it was protective, right? It meant you saw problems coming before they landed on you. But your nervous system never got the memo that the situation has changed. So it's still running that same program, right? The same scanning and being on edge years after the danger that built it has been gone. For some of us, rest doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it feels wrong. Guilty. Like lying on the couch on a random Tuesday afternoon can produce actual shame. We can find ourselves talking trash inside our own head, saying that we're lazy, selfish, or that you don't deserve this. Like, get your lazy ass off the couch and go do something, right? And that shame usually comes from an old rule that we learned growing up, that rest has to be earned, and earning it requires exhaustion first. Like some of us can only let ourselves rest after we are completely drained, because that level of exhaustion feels like it's sufficient proof that we've done enough to qualify. Does that resonate with anybody else? If we rest before we're completely knackered, it can feel like we're cheating in some way. And this is why having someone tell you to just relax rarely works. In fact, I'm going to be honest, it makes me pretty angry because it doesn't acknowledge the actual problem. The problem being that we believe that any rest we take has to be justified and meet the standards that we were taught growing up. In doing research for this video, I came across some research that explains why I always get sick when I go on vacation. The worst, right? So annoying. There's a real documented phenomenon called the letdown effect. Fascinating, you guys. And basically what it is it describes that a lot of stress-related symptoms like migraines, anxiety spikes, getting sick, flare-ups of things like eczema or digestive issues. If we have any, autoimmune issues, they can all of a sudden flare up. You can start your period. All that stuff can happen. And it happens during the vacation at the very beginning, not during the stressful time. So it's like you survive the really, really hard week. You finally get to the weekend or to that place where you're going to finally relax. And then you wake up Saturday morning with a headache and a cold and you feel awful. And the reason this happens is because when we're under sustained stress, our bodies release stress hormones, mainly like cortisol, adrenaline, things like that. And our body releases them because they're actually doing something useful. They're keeping our immune system activated. I had no idea about this, by the way. I found this incredibly fascinating. I'm sure, physicians out there are like, yeah, duh. But this was interesting to me that those stress hormones keep our immune system activated, suppressing our awareness of any pain. It keeps us sharp and alert. It's why sometimes when I Like even on the book tour, like I'd be running on like not that much sleep and I could go and do an interview and be fine and just keep going because cortisol and adrenaline were keeping me going. And this is why we can kind of power through like a brutal stretch and feel oddly fine during it. But then the stressful period ends. Cortisol drops and our system kind of crashes. It's like the protections lift and the immune system overshoots in the other direction. And that's when everything that we were holding at bay finally catches up with us. Researchers have a name for the vacation version of this. So the letdown effect is like, just like whenever the stressful period ends, could be a weekend, whatever, we have that. But they also call it like leisure sickness when it happens on vacation. And studies suggest that people with the strongest sense of duty, so probably working mothers, people who are in big caring positions, people who run businesses, if we have this really intense sense of duty, we're the ones who have the hardest time switching off. And we're actually more vulnerable to this effect. I know, it's annoying. Because we sustain those high cortisol loads for longer. And so the crash, when it actually finally comes our way, it's harder, it's more intense. So if you've ever gotten sick on the first day of vacation or felt weirdly anxious or irritable right when things finally slowed down, that's because your body is finally processing all of the stress that it was holding at bay while you were too busy to notice. Through this lens, it's like the discomfort of slowing down is actually physiological, right? It's just happening in our bodies and it has nothing to do with our beliefs or our thought processes. It's like, it doesn't have anything to do with our childhood. It's just something that our body does to keep us going. The instinct for a lot of us is going to be to turn rest into a project. I know, trust me, that's what I would do. I would try to create the perfect routine, right? The right amount of minutes that I need. Reminds me of this yoga teacher. I didn't go back to this class. I tried a studio locally and it wasn't a fit for me because she said, do you know that you only need Shavasana for 90 seconds for it to be effective? And I'm like, who the fuck did that study? Where are you even talking? What 90 seconds? Oh, I can speed through this, right? Trying to relax in the like just in the right amount of seconds that we need. That's kind of this. It's kind of like this person acting this out. And I mean, I'm guilty of it, but I don't want it in my yoga class. I go there to try to relax, right? And so it's like we could try to create this perfect routine with the right amount of minutes and a checklist that we have to follow, like exact, right? That if I just rest properly, then I'll be able to do it and I won't feel so guilty. But the truth about this is that urge to do it a certain way, to have this project of it, is just another form of productivity. I know. I'm going to say it again so you can hear me. I'm going to hold your hand. The truth is that this urge to do it a certain way is just another form of productivity. We're still trying to find another way to earn the rest rather than just having rest be something that we get to do whenever we want or need. And just in case guilt tries to ruin it for you, because it does for me, and tell you all the things you should be doing, know that neuroscience actually supports us taking breaks. I know. Amazing. I love when we find research that actually supports good things like this. Because when you step back from constant stimulation and doing, something fascinating happens inside your brain. A network called the default mode network, or DMN for short, kicks in, okay? And the DMN is your brain's idle mode. It's most active when you're daydreaming, staring out the window, or letting your thoughts wander. That idle time is when your brain does some of its most important work. The DMN helps with self-reflection, planning for the future, and making sense of your identity, like who am I, But if you're always filling your mind with podcasts, TikToks, or endless scrolling on whatever your favorite platform is, I don't even care, then your DMN never gets fired up. It's like a computer that's consistently running a dozen heavy programs at once. It never has a chance to organize its files or update its system. So you're always reacting, never reflecting. And that reflection time is what actually sparks creativity. And this is just blah, blah, blah. This isn't just theory. Got tongue-tied. I'm sorry. Got so excited. But in one famous study, people were given a ridiculously boring task. Like they had to sort beans by color. So they're given all these different colors of beans and they're like, put the purples over here and the browns over here and the blues. Okay. So they're sorting these little things by color. And then after that, they were asked to do a creativity challenge. And the board group, the ones that were sorting those beans, consistently came up with more original ideas than the control group, the people who weren't sorting beans. They weren't given a boring task first. They were just asked to do something creative. And so the next time you feel guilty and that little voice inside your head says, "You're wasting your time, Katie, you should be doing more," it might be worth remembering that your brain disagrees. It actually needs that time. So let's keep this simple, since turning it into a project is the whole thing we're trying to avoid here. Okay. Here are a few places that we can start. First, start with rest in short, like low risk amounts, like 5 minutes of sitting with your cup of coffee or tea, whatever you prefer, and doing nothing else. 5 minutes. That counts. You're not training for a marathon. You're just trying to learn how to slow down a bit. Like I try to not look at my phone when I eat. That's something that I try to do. Okay. When the restlessness or guilt shows up, know that it's not a sign we're doing anything wrong, right? We don't need to treat it that way. We need to treat it as an old alarm system that's doing its job. It was trying to keep us safe, maybe, help us earn love, help us feel seen, heard, and understood. We can acknowledge it. Thank you so much for your service over these years, but I don't need you here anymore. I'm okay. And then we stay seated anyway. We don't change what we're doing. We don't get up. We don't go fold that laundry or go send that email. We acknowledge it. Keep resting. Keep doing nothing. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. And that's the entire point. If you think this comes from abuse or neglect in your past, you could also try, because sometimes that can be triggering, right? We can try pairing that little bit of rest, like those 5 minutes, with something that you already kind of register, or your nervous system at least registers as safe or neutral. Like maybe it's a specific chair or a certain playlist, a blanket that you love. Because familiar cues can help signal this is allowed, or at the very least, that this is safe or okay. Overall, expect this to feel bad before it feels good. I know, it's so annoying. I mean, that's been my experience, okay? I don't know about you. Let's hope it's not the same for you, but that's been my experience. And we're trying to fight back against that urge to always be doing something or producing something. And so it's going to feel weird, like we're doing something wrong. But discomfort here isn't bad. It's just a sign of newness. So stick with it. You got this, okay? My hope for this video is simple. I want you to finish it, have at least one moment where you think, maybe I'm not lazy. Maybe I just never actually had the chance to learn how to rest. Because the guilt you feel during downtime is just based on an old belief system. It got built a long time ago for reasons that made sense then, right? Thank you so much. But we don't need it anymore. And in all honesty, it's only getting in our way. And the fact that rest feels hard or weird or wrong is actually evidence of how little rest we've allowed ourselves to take. People who are allowed to rest don't struggle with this. So I want you to try something this week. Pick one small moment to rest, genuinely unearned rest, before you're exhausted, before you've finished everything on your list, and just sit with the discomfort of it. Let your alarm system go off. Be firing, saying all the things. Stay seated anyway. The discomfort just means you're doing something new, right? This is like your first time allowing yourself to really rest. And trust me, I'm right here with you. I'll be doing it too. Let's hold each other accountable because we got this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.
Let's go, Katie Morton. I freaking love her content. Make sure that you are following her on YouTube. And you got this, Kay. Just see if you can drive the big truck. People won't mess with you if you're in a big truck. I think it's so loud. Alright, we do have a timeline coming up. Let's blow some clouds with cornbread. Okay?
Okay.
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 Just making sure.
Oh my God.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Watch her pull up, sunshine in the nighttime, glow in the room. Yeah, she always got the right vibe. Laugh so loud, make the whole crew feel alive. We just floating while the city goes by. Purple neon lights, light, neon on the water. We don't need a fast life, just clouds in the night. In the faded skyline, glowing clouds with cornbread, laughing in the glow, talking big dreams. While the speakers go low, if the world get heavy, we let it all go. Glowing clouds with cornbread, easy and slow. Easy and slow.
Let's fucking go. Alright. Yeah, absolutely. I love the perfectionist type stuff, the OCD type stuff. There's a time when you just gotta say, fuck it! I don't know. I'm just getting our timeline segment ready. Alright, we'll play one more song and dive on in. Let's go with this one. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Baby, keep me lifted. Late nights, slow lights, pull me in, feels just right, real tight, I won't fight, rolling up in a neon light, hands close, eyes glow, move slow, feel brand new, skin warm, storm gone, all calm when I'm with you, music up, bass rush, hear the hush, in the room, just friends, time bends, no ends, let it bloom, feel it in the air, everywhere, can't explain it, just gifted, but whatever this is, baby, I'm lifted. I'm lifted. Got me lifted high on the move, so smooth, feeling your energy, just me and you. If it's love in the air or a sweet little haze, either way, you got me floating for days. Sun's coming up, but we ain't slowing down. Bass in my chest and smoke all around. I don't gotta question it, I know this is. Stay right here with me, baby, keep me lifted. Baby, keep me lifted. Got me lifted. Got me lifted. Got me lifted high on the moon, so smooth, feeling your energy, just me and you. If it's love in the air, a sweet little haze, either way, you got me floating for days. Sun's coming up, but we ain't slowing down. Bass in my chest and smoke all around. I don't gotta question it, I know what this is. Stay right here with me, baby, keep me lifted.
Let's freaking go. All right, 1966 this morning. I don't know. I wasn't there, but it's dope here. Here we go.
Bruce Lee. My last name is Lee, Bruce Lee. Kung Fu, the best example would be a glass of water. Why? Because water is the softest substance in the world, but yet it can penetrate the hardest rock, granite, you name it.
All right.
It kind of works.
1965 was a year of losses. England lost Winston Churchill, the U.S. lost Malcolm X, and the Righteous Brothers lost that lovin' feelin'. 1966 would also bring its share of losses. Lenny Bruce would die, Sandy Koufax would retire.
I don't regret 1 minute of the last 12 years, but I think I would regret 1 year that was too many.
And the Beatles would stop touring. But the world was changing, and those changes would bring us the first African-American umpire in Major League Baseball, the debut novel of Ursula K. Le Guin, and the first selfie ever taken in space, courtesy of Buzz Aldrin. Yes, 1966 would turn out to be pretty wild. And not just because Gamera fought Barugan. So now we're going to take you through the news, culture, sports, entertainment, and all that was weird in 1966. Because this is Timeline. Okay, get ready for some good vibrations because this one is all about 1966. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel and let us know what aspects of the 60s you're most interested to hear about in the comments below. Now, are you ready to learn what happened the year the first Kwanzaa was celebrated?
Good news for you Catholics. It's official now. You can eat Spam on Fridays.
1966 began with the first ever citywide strike against the New York Transit Authority. Transit workers seeking a 30% raise, a shorter week, and improved pension benefits walked out on January 1st.
I don't care if I rot in jail. I will not call off the strike.
And for the next 12 days, city residents would go without bus or train service. Mayor John Lindsay took a hard line at first, but by January 12th, he'd had enough, ultimately agreeing to a raise and many of the strikers' other demands. Batman made the jump to film in a 15-part serial released in 1943. In 1964, Hugh Hefner screened that serial at the Playboy Mansion, an event which made the papers, prompting Columbia Pictures to re-release it. The campy production values made it a hit with college students, inspiring the development of a similarly campy TV series that debuted on January 12th.
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray!
That series, which starred Adam West as Batman,
gave me quite a start.
Yes, citizen, you may return to your harpsichord.
Burt Ward as Robin,
holy safari, holy bank balance,
holy oleo,
and a who's who of movie stars as the villains would last 3 seasons.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
After Batman became a hit, ABC tried to double down on superheroes with The Green Hornet, which followed the titular superhero masquerading as a criminal and his sidekick, Kato.
You didn't waste much time moving in behind Herc's desk.
Somebody had to run the operation. I was number 2.
Maybe with the idea to become number 1.
The pair got to make a handful of appearances on Batman.
We're heading for another clash with the Caped Crusaders, and I don't like it.
Why not? We've never run away from trouble before.
But their own series failed to catch on and was canceled after 1 season. What did catch on, however, was the actor who played Kato, Bruce Lee. The Green Hornet was his introduction to American audiences.
How do you get discovered?
That was in '64 when I was demonstrating at the Long Beach World Karate Tournament.
And his later success would turn it into a cult classic.
I am Bruce Lee, inviting you to join me every Friday night on most of these ABC stations.
On January 19th, India elected Indira Gandhi as the nation's first female prime minister. Gandhi was the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first prime minister, and she had served in government under Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, whose death left the top office unoccupied. While some believe the ruling Congress Party opted to install her because they thought she'd be easy to control, Gandhi evolved into a formidable politician, serving until 1977, and then again between 1980 and 1984.
What made you the figure that you are in their eyes?
It's what I've done for them. It's what they've seen that I've done.
On January 26th, Jane, Arna, and Grant Beaumont, respectively aged 9, 7, and 4, disappeared from Glenelg Beach, near Adelaide in South Australia. Several witnesses saw the three with a tall man that had fair hair and a thin face. But despite exhaustive searches, neither the children nor the man were ever seen again. The presumed abduction became worldwide news and had a profound effect on Australian attitudes toward unsupervised children. As of 2026, the case remains unsolved. In 1965, Ralph Nader published Unsafe at Any Speed, a book describing the designed-in dangers of automobiles made by General Motors. Nader's book was the centerpiece of a congressional hearing in early 1966.
There was a very close coordination between the domestic manufacturers, and the amount of data that was released was utterly ridiculous.
But it wouldn't really blow up until February 13th, when the Washington Post reported that GM had hired private investigators to follow Nader. The story enraged the public and, in the process, catapulted the relatively unknown consumer advocate to fame.
This episode of Timeline is brought to you by
Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. You see, Dristan tablets shrink swollen, congested nasal and sinus passages which cause runny nose and watery eyes. Don't wish you could be in sunny, dry Arizona. Just remember, Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. Get Dristan decongestant tablets.
In 1964, NASCAR driver Richard Petty won the Daytona 500 after leading for 184 of 200 laps. And up until that point in history, no one had ever managed the feat a second time. But on February 27, 1966, Petty overcame a 2-lap deficit and took the lead right before the race was halted due to thunderstorms. Petty was declared the winner, making him the first driver ever to win the Daytona 500 twice. On March 3rd, London's Evening Standard published an interview in which John Lennon claimed the Beatles were more popular than Jesus.
I'm not saying that we're better or greater or comparing us with Jesus Christ as a person or God as a thing or whatever it is. You know, I just said what I said and it was taken wrong.
When that interview was republished in the United States, it set off a firestorm.
Yes, I have 2 albums, and I definitely am going to get rid of them. There's certainly no comparison between Jesus Christ and John Lennon, because I don't think that Christ came to be popular.
I think that they need to watch what they say, because they're in such a position that a lot of teenagers really think of them as something really big. And when they say things like that, some teenagers are going to just believe anything they say.
Numerous radio stations stopped playing Beatles songs. Record burnings were held. And the Ku Klux Klan even picketed some Beatle concerts.
When America gets violent, gets very hung up on a thing, it tends to have this sort of Ku Klux Klan thing around it.
The Beatles made a statement in all the newspapers that they're getting more better than Jesus. We have ways and means to stop this if this is going to be the case.
The controversy would die down. But decades later, Lennon's assassin, Mark David Chapman, would cite the interview as part of his motivation. The Studebaker Brothers Manufacturing Company started making automobiles in 1902. Over the years, Studebakers would earn a reputation for being reliable and well-built. But post-World War II financial troubles put the company in dire straits. In 1963, it shut down its American plant in South Bend, Indiana. And on March 17, 1966, the last Studebaker to ever be manufactured rolled off the assembly line at their plant in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Everybody's running after Alfie.
Do you love me?
What can I say when you ask? You shouldn't ask, you know.
Would you like me to give you something to make you sleep?
Now, there's a good idea.
Oh, what are you so patient about?
Michael Caine is superb.
Get your knee off the steering wheel.
I can't, I'm stuck.
The New York Daily News gives Alfie 4 stars and says that people are going to stop talking about Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. My name is
Alfie.
Alfie. The title of a film you'll never forget. Django.
How many men you got left? You tongue-tied?
An audacious man of action, capable of a tender, hopeless love, which could only last a day, but a day which was worth all eternity.
On April 8th, Time magazine shocked the world by publishing an issue with a black cover adorned by nothing but the magazine's title and the question, "Is God dead?" in red block letters. The article was mostly about how theologians were struggling to keep God relevant in an increasingly secular society. But all anyone cared about was the cover. It was met by an intense backlash. and the publisher received over 3,500 angry letters in response, more than for any other article Time had ever published. Fantastic Four 52 went on sale April 12th and changed history by introducing the first black superhero in mainstream American comics, Black Panther. The character was co-created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and while the two disagree on who had the initial idea, they both stated the Panther was born out of a general spirit of inclusiveness, rather than being of the civil rights movement. According to Lee, I suddenly realized that there were no black superheroes, and I felt we ought to have one. It's tempting to assume Marvel named Black Panther after the Black Panther Party, a Black Power political organization, but that party didn't form until October 15th. Its name was likely inspired by the Black Panther in the logo of the Lowndes County Freedom Organization, the predecessor of the Black Panthers. According to Stan Lee, who says he drew the name of the character from a pulp hero who had a Black Panther for a sidekick, the names of the superhero and the political party were just a strange coincidence. When he was a student, product designer Neil Rabins dreamed up a party game that used people as pieces. Years later, he shared the idea with Charles Foley, his boss at the Geyer Company, and they developed it into a game called Pretzel, which they patented on April 14th. Pretzel was then sold to Milton Bradley, who changed its name to Twister, and thanks to Johnny Carson and Eva Gabor, who played it on the May 3rd episode of The Tonight Show, Twister became a massive hit.
If Red hadn't assured me that he really wanted me to take a job, I wouldn't consider it.
When Boston Celtics coach Red Auerbach retired before the 1966 season, he was hoping former player Frank Ramsey would take over. Ramsey, however, wasn't interested. Eventually, it was suggested that Bill Russell could act as a player coach, and Auerbach agreed.
I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing for basketball.
So on April 16th, Russell accepted an offer that made him the first black head coach in NBA history. Navy Commander Jeremiah A. Denton Jr. was shot down over Vietnam and captured in July 1965. On May 2nd, the North Vietnamese tried to exploit him by having him sit for a propaganda interview by a Japanese reporter. During that interview, however, Denton used Morse code to blink the word torture. The interview was seen by U.S. officials, who recognized Denton's message as the first confirmation that American prisoners of war were being tortured by their captors. The Chinese Cultural Revolution was Mao Zedong's effort to purge capitalist elements from China's communist society, and it began with the so-called May 16th notification, published on May 17th. Originally an inter-party document, the memo addressed a controversy over a play Mao's allies believed encouraged opposition to his government. Its implications, however, were far wider, and the subsequent purge would involve the destruction of historical artifacts, the creation of a cult of personality around Mao, and renewed violence in the nation's class struggle. On June 5th, James Meredith, the first African-American to enroll at the University of Mississippi, began a march against fear, walking from Memphis, Tennessee to Jackson, Mississippi, to counter racism in the area. But on June 6th, Aubrey James Norvell, a white man, approached the route with a shotgun and proclaimed, "I only want Meredith," before shooting the activist 3 times with birdshot shells. Norvell would be caught, and Meredith survived, but his march had to be completed by others. Rock and roll legend Janis Joplin sang her first gig with Big Brother and the Holding Company on June 10th. The band had made a name for themselves playing instrumental rock as the house band at the Avalon Ballroom, but manager Chet Helms felt they needed a strong singer and reached out to Joplin, then living in Texas. Joplin helped them score a hit with Piece of My Heart before departing the group in 1968.
This episode of Timeline is brought to you by...
Behold the sad bride who can't cook.
I can't even boil water.
Behold the dragon who lurketh in the pantry.
Lurk.
Pete, it's a lurking dragon.
The LaChoy dragon, my lady, with LaChoy chow mein. Crisp and good as the takeout kind, because it's quick cooked in dragon fire. For a 6-minute supper, just heat and serve.
This chow mein is delicious.
Thank you, dear.
Wait! I forgot the LaChoy noodles.
Just a friend, dear.
LaChoy chow mein, 5 different kinds.
On June 17th, middleweight boxer Reuben Hurricane Carter and his associate, John Artis, were arrested for a triple homicide in Paterson, New Jersey. The pair would be convicted in 1967 and again in 1976, after the first conviction was vacated. While in jail, Carter wrote a book protesting his innocence, which brought his case media attention and even convinced Bob Dylan to write the 1975 song, The Hurricane.
I refuse to be treated as a criminal. I refuse to be treated as a non-entity. I am somebody.
Carter and Artis's convictions would then be overturned in 1985 on the basis of prosecutorial misconduct and unreliable eyewitness testimony.
Hey, you played football, huh?
Yes, I was a quarterback, but I was much more adept at boxing, really.
Boxing? You hear that, George?
Yes, Martha?
Must have been pretty good at it. You don't look like you got hit in the face at all. You was intercollegiate state and middleweight champion.
Honey.
Well, you were. You still look like you have a pretty good body now, too. Is that right? Have you?
Martha, decency forbid.
Shut up.
In 1966, Jim Brown was 30 years old and at the top of his game. He was also interested in making movies and signed up to play a small part in Robert Aldrich's The Dirty Dozen.
You know why I'm here. Maybe you think I should have let those cracker bastards go right ahead and castrate me.
Brown was shooting for the film in England on July 14th and was expected to head back to the Cleveland Browns training camp when he was done. But when team owner Art Modell threatened him with fines for being late, the 8-time league rushing leader shocked the world by announcing his immediate retirement from football.
One of history's worst mass murders occurred here in Austin today. By official count tonight, 49 persons were hit by gunfire. There are 16 dead and 33 injured.
On August 1st, 25-year-old Marine veteran Charles Whitman climbed to the top of the main building tower at the University of Texas at Austin and began indiscriminately firing at people on the ground with a rifle.
This is a warning to the citizens of Austin. Stay away from the university area. And there is a sniper on the university tower firing at will.
He would kill 15 before being killed himself by 2 Austin police officers. It would later be learned that prior to the shootings, Whitman had also stabbed both his mother and his wife to death, ostensibly to spare them the embarrassment of what he planned to do. In March of 1965, the New York City Port Authority began acquiring land in downtown Manhattan for an urban renewal project championed by Chase Bank executive David Rockefeller. The project, which was intended to revitalize the downtown area, would see a pair of twin towers constructed over the area of the city once known as Radio Row. The first tenants would start moving in October of 1971, just a hair over 5 years after the groundbreaking on August 5th, 1966. In 1962, motel owners Jay Sarno and Stanley Mallon began to design a Las Vegas hotel they hoped would make every guest feel like a Roman emperor. They would call that hotel Caesar's Palace, carefully omitting the apostrophe from the first word to emphasize that every guest was a Caesar. The palace, which opened on August 5th, would usher in a new era of luxury hotels in Las Vegas and became one of the city's most recognizable landmarks.
Well, the only way we can reach that clot is from inside the brain. So we decided to put a surgical team and crew into a submarine, reduce it way down in size, and inject it into an artery.
Wait a minute. They can't shrink me.
Our miniaturizer can shrink anything.
But I don't want to be miniaturized.
On August 27th, Francis Chichester left Plymouth, England aboard his yacht, the Gypsy Moth 4. He would return 226 days later on May 28, 1967, as the first person to ever solo circumnavigate the whole world. Chichester's trip took 9 months and 1 day, including a single stop in Sydney, Australia. And for his achievement, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II. Ralph Baer started thinking about how to play games on a television screen in 1951. But it wouldn't be until September 1st, 1966, that he actually drew up a plan. That plan, written by hand on 4 pages of notebook paper, convinced his employers at Sanders Associates to give him $2,500 and a team of engineers to develop the Brown Box, which would be the world's first video game console. In 1971, the Brown Box was licensed to Magnavox, who used it to develop the world's first commercially available gaming console, the Odyssey. The system, which came with a white, black, and brown console and 2 controllers, as well as dice, toy money, and various screen overlays, couldn't generate audio or keep track of scores. But Magnavox still sensed they had a winner and unveiled it to the public at New York's Tavern on the Green on May 22nd, 1972. Starting in 1952, comedian Jerry Lewis hosted several telethons benefiting the Muscular Dystrophy Associations of America. But it wouldn't be until September 4th, 1966, that he would begin his yearly series of Labor Day telethons. At the time, many were skeptical, since families traveled for Labor Day and wouldn't be at their TVs. But those skeptics were wrong. The show was so successful, it raised over $1 million. And Lewis literally had to climb a ladder to add a 7th digit to the show's 6-digit total board.
This episode of Timeline is brought to you by...
When people eat Doritos brand tortilla chips, one good crunch leads to another. It's not just because they're bigger and crisper than most snacks. It's because Doritos taste as good as they crunch. Try Doritos tortilla chips. One good crunch leads to another.
Space, the final frontier.
The first regular episode of Star Trek was called The Man Trap. It debuted on American television on September 8th. But if you lived in Canada, you may have caught it 2 days earlier on September 6th. The episode, which introduced the world to Kirk, Uhura, McCoy, Sulu, and Spock, was selected because the series' second pilot, Where No Man Has Gone Before, was deemed too exposition-heavy. The Man Trap won its time slot, but from the mixed reviews it received, you'd never guess it was launching a franchise that would continue for decades.
I'm looking for a special recording, collector series.
Good morning, Mr. Briggs. We've learned that 2 nuclear warheads furnished to Santa Costa by an enemy power are contained in the hotel vault. Mr. Briggs, your mission, should you decide to accept it, would be to remove both nuclear devices from Santa Costa. As always, you have carte blanche as to method and personnel. But of course, should you or any member of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This recording will decompose 1 minute after the breaking of the seal.
In 1965, rumors that Chevy was preparing to introduce a competitor to Ford's wildly popular Mustang began to spread. Those rumors held that the car was called the Panther. But at a press conference in June of 1966, Chevy announced that it was called the Camaro.
The car of today.
The name was selected to evoke the idea of camaraderie and keep in line with Chevy's naming conventions, which favored words beginning with C, like Corvair, Chevelle, and Corvette. The Camaro then went on sale on September 29th. California criminalized possession of LSD on October 6th, and not everyone was happy about it.
Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, Deb.
I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. We're just hanging out listening to our Timeline Tuesday segment 1966. Let's go, Kay. Let's go. It's going to be a good morning for you. Here we go. Yeah.
To express that discontent, an event known as the Love Pageant Rally was held in Golden Gate Park near San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury district. Haight-Ashbury was the center of the hippie movement, and the new law effectively turned most of its residents into outlaws. The protest, which featured performances from Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead, drew thousands of people.
I don't think there's anything trying to be proved here. I think it's a very tremendous amount of people standing in the park enjoying a very beautiful day.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was meant to end sex discrimination in employment, but by 1966, little progress had been made. So after the third National Conference of State Commissions on the Status of Women, a number of women's rights activists met up in the hotel room of Betty Friedan and decided to form a national organization of women. The group, now the largest feminist organization in the U.S., would become official after a conference held October 29th. On November 8th, Republican politician Edward William Brooke III became the first African-American ever elected to the United States Senate by popular vote. Representing Massachusetts, Brooke was the first African-American to be elected to the Senate since 1874, and the first African-American to hold a Senate seat since 1881. In 1973, he would then become the first African-American senator ever to be re-elected, as well as the first Republican to call on Nixon to resign. In 1937, sportscaster Ronald Reagan made his film debut in Love is on the Air, and in 1942, he played a lead in King's Row, making him a star. In 1947, he became president of the Screen Actors Guild and began a career as a Democratic politician. By 1966, however, he had become a Republican and challenged incumbent Governor Pat Brown by blaming the Watts riots on his policies.
I know that there comes some times when if you want a job done, maybe you get somebody in who hasn't found out all the things you can't do.
The strategy was a success, and on November 8th, Reagan became governor of California. November 28th turned out to be an evening for partying, thanks to author Truman Capote's black and white ball at New York's Plaza Hotel. Capote, who was at the height of his fame thanks to In Cold Blood, planned the masquerade party to honor Washington Post publisher Katharine Graham. And everyone who was anyone was there. The guest list included movie stars, writers, composers, journalists, socialites, politicians, captains of industry, and even royalty.
By the time the unmasking come, you made a lot of new friends.
In 1939, Christopher Isherwood published the book Goodbye to Berlin, recounting his life in Germany during the rise of Hitler. In 1951, it was adapted into the play I Am a Camera, which was subsequently adapted into Cabaret, a musical that opened November 20th, 1966. Cabaret, which made a star of Joel Grey for his chilling performance as DMC, was a smash, running for 1,166 performances and winning 8 Tony Awards, before being adapted into the hit 1972 movie starring Grey and Liza Minnelli.
Then he got an idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like St. Nick.
Walt Disney was a heavy smoker, so it probably came as no surprise when he was diagnosed with lung cancer in November 1966. The disease was treated with cobalt therapy, but that treatment failed. And on November 30th, he collapsed at work. Disney would pass away 2 weeks later on December 15th. Despite an urban legend that holds his body was cryogenically frozen, his remains were actually cremated. Finally, in 1966, Jimi Hendrix moved to England and formed the Jimi Hendrix Experience, which had its first hit in December with a cover of Hey Joe. They played London's Uppercut Club on December 26th, and backstage, Hendrix sat down to work on a guitar riff he had been toying with for months. This time, however, he was able to write lyrics for the strikingly psychedelic composition, which he called Purple Haze. And that's how 1966 ended. The U.S. had an African-American senator, California had an ex-movie star governor, and Jimi Hendrix had Purple Haze all in his brain. See you back here for 1967. So what do you think? Which of these items did you find most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, check out some of these other timeline videos.
Who knows where I'll be when I get old? But every road that leads back home, it's easy to say, it's so hard to show. But give me your hands, give me something to hold. You could get burned even when it's cold. Not everything is in your control. Just because it's a house doesn't mean it's a home. It's only right if you feel alone. Feel alone. Just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold. It's gold. There's someone out there who already knows. Already knows. Oh, it's not about the fancy cars or clothes. So just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold. It's gold. There's someone out
Let's freaking go. I hope everybody's having a dope Tuesday morning. Probably go ahead and smoke one more and call it a morning show. Don't miss out on Roulette this afternoon or Token Tunes tonight. New playlist. Let's fucking go. Make sure that you are following everybody on the Cove team. Great timeline segment. Great Vicki B. Let's see if Brittany can keep the trophy this afternoon, and if Vicki can keep the Token Tunes crown tonight. Much love, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a dope show this morning. I always love the Timeline Tuesdays. I don't know, super baked. With that being said, have an incredible rest of your day, everybody. Much love. Let's fucking go. And Cornbread, it's all yours.
Well, much love, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning with us. It's been a great morning. Let's fucking go. Yes, great Vicki B. Great tunes, as always. Great morning speaker. I love Katie Martin. And great timeline segment. 1966. That was definitely not thought of then. So, but sounded pretty dope in 1966. Whoop whoop. Make sure you follow everybody you're not doing. Make sure you follow everybody in the co-production. You don't want to miss out. Let's go. It's Tuesday. Stay lunches, stay positive, and I will see y'all when I see y'all. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your morning.
And cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I remember our last summer when your heart met mine. We would dive into the ocean, always side by side. I hear your world's been getting colder, colder, but through it all I'll be your shoulder, shoulder. And even though we're getting older, older, remember what we said, that if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go. I remember I was broken, how you held me up. With your love, you made me stronger. You believed in us. I hear your world's been getting colder, colder, but through it all I'll be your shoulder, shoulder. And even though we're getting older, older, remember what we said, that if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go. That if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go.
Let's fucking go. Much love, everybody. Love you, Kinley.
Much love, everyone. Love you so much, Kinley.